Hello, my name is Beardy. I am from Muskrat Dam, a little village in northern Ontario. I had cancer and I survived. So can you with early detection. On most First Nations communities across Canada, often cancer is not found early enough. If cancer is found early, we can survive and go on to have a good life.
In 2013, Ontario Regional Grand Chief Stan Beardy made an appointment and visited his doctor for a routine checkup. He was feeling fine. His family doctor sent him for a routine test called a colonoscopy.
I was comfortable with the test. It is not something to be feared. It is painless. The test that found my cancer saved my life.
The colonoscopy is often referred to as a scope of the colon. During the test, doctors took tissue samples for biopsy from Chief Beardy's colon to be tested for cancer. They are sent to the lab to be tested. Chief Beardy was diagnosed with early-stage colon cancer.
I was scared when I first heard the word cancer. I thought to myself, where I come from, there are no cancer survivors. The doctor told me they found the cancer very early and they would be able to remove it.
A week later, he went for surgery and doctors successfully removed his cancer.
I was in the hospital for 5 days and I received excellent care from doctors, nurses, and all of the staff. I think it's important for everyone to go for routine cancer screening tests, including stool tests.
After his surgery, there were no signs that his cancer had spread. In fact, because Chief Beardy's cancer was found early and removed, his future looks very promising. Unfortunately, cancer has become so commonly diagnosed, it is now considered a chronic disease, similar to diabetes and stroke. More than 1 in 3 Canadians will be diagnosed with cancer in their lifetime. The rates of cancer are even higher amongst First Nations. Among registered First Nations, cancer is the third most common cause of death in men at 18% and second most common cause in women at 25%. The good news is that fewer people are dying of cancer than ever before. If you take the time to get tested for cancer, and if cancer is found early, you have a much better chance of recovering and going on to live a good quality of life. Cancer is not something to be feared. It can be prevented. It is important to ask a nurse, a community health representative, or a doctor about cancer screening tests. You have the right to take responsibility for your own health. Getting tested for cancer could mean that you have to leave home and travel to another community to have the test done. But it is worth the trip. Dr. Shannon Wesley sees the importance of offering cancer screening tests to her patients and makes it a priority to discuss cancer testing.
I discuss cancer screening with my patients so they can get tested early. Cancer screening saves lives. I want my patients to live full, healthy lives with their families and communities.
Screening for colorectal cancer is easy and painless. All you need to do is have a stool test once you turn 50, and keep having one every 2 years. Men and women age 50 and over have a stool test, or FOBT, at least every 2 years. For women, there is a cervical cancer test called a Pap test, which can detect early cell changes on the cervix. If you've ever been sexually active, women should start having regular Pap tests by the time you're 21. For a Pap test, you will be asked to lay on your back on an exam table. An instrument called a speculum is gently inserted into the vagina so that the doctor or nurse can clearly see the cervix and gently take a sample to be sent to the lab for testing. You'll need a Pap test every 1 to 3 years, depending on your previous test results. Even if you've stopped having sex, you should continue to have a Pap test. There is also a test for breast cancer called a mammogram or breast X-ray. It is a short, easy test that involves your breast being placed on a special X-ray machine. A plastic plate will gently hold the breast down and in place for a few seconds. Pictures are taken of each breast. Women 40 to 49 should talk to a doctor or nurse about your risk of breast cancer, along with the benefits of mammography. If you are 50 to 69, you should have a mammogram every 2 years.
I survived cancer because I went for all recommended cancer screening tests. I can still enjoy time with my grandkids. I will continue to lead a healthy life. I will be able to do the things in life I had hoped to do.